This video will cover the cases that have no blocks and two pairs of headlights. So to recognize these cases, you're going to have to use the concept of good headlights that I introduced in the previous video. And using that, there are three categories for these cases. The first one is two pairs of good headlights. The second one is one pair of good headlights, and the third one is no pairs of good headlights. So I'm going to start with the two pairs first. So here you have green, pink, this is good, or cream, blue, this is also good, and then so on. And what you want to do now to tell the difference between these three cases is you want to put the good headlights here on front and back right. So just this, and the rotate here. And once you do that, what you want to do now is you want to look at this 2x2 here. And for this first case, you'll see, one second. So, for this case, you'll see that you form a corner edge pair pointing down. And for this case, you'll see you have a corner edge pair pointing up. And then in this case, you'll have no corner edge pair at all. So I'll start with the case that has no corner edge pair. Here, what you would do is you would put the corner on top so that these two good headlights are just like pointing on horizontally, and the out for this case is 2 T-primes, goes like this, and then U2 prime, it's another T-prime. Now, for this case, this is pointing downward, and you would hold it here so the block is on your bottom left and do. And for this last case, you want to put the block on your left so it's on top left and do. These next four cases all have exactly one good headlight. And to tell the difference between these, you would use the similar 2x2 method for the first three cases. And so you start off by putting the headlights on here and back right. So this, and this. And what you want to do now is you want to look at the block here. You have a corner edge pair. You have a corner edge pair pointing down. Here, I'll get to this case later. Here you have it pointing up, and here, for these two cases, it's a bit weird because you have two corner edge pairs, like cream, pink, and pink, green, green. So these two cases are like pretty different from these two in terms of recognition. So, one other way to tell the difference between these two and these two is that these two here with the one corner edge pair are both mushroom, and these two with two corner edge pairs are horseface. And during saws, I kind of just use like a mix of those two to figure out which PL I'm doing. And to tell the difference between these two cases here with the two corner edge pairs, what you want to do is you want to just look at where exactly the good headlight is. Here it's on the top, and if you put the headlights here, if you put both headlights here, the good headlights on this case are on the top, and here they're on the bottom. So that's how you tell the difference between these two. So I'll just start with this case here. Horse face, two corner edge pairs front, you would do there. And for this case, where the headlights are on the top, you would hold them so that they're horizontal and do. Now for these two cases, here you can also use the same idea for the previous two. In this case, the good headlights are on top if you put them on front and back right, and in this case they're on the bottom here. But if you use that, you want to make sure that you're doing a mushroom EP PLL rather than a horse face, because then you would be doing the previous two, and that's no good. So for these two, I will start with this case, the bottom one, or pointing downward, and you would hold it so that the two headlights are here and here, and do and for this case you would do YouTube and do these last three cases all have no good headlights, and for these three you want to set up the headlights in the same way. So front, back, right. So YouTube prime, another YouTube prime, and this one's already set. So once you do that, you look at this 2x2 on the side again, and use you basically just do the corner edge pair thing again. Here's one pointing downward, here's one pointing upward, and this case has 0. Another way you tell the difference between these three cases is that these two cases with corner edge pairs are both mushroom, and in this case without is horse face. Sometimes important. It's important to know both, because sometimes when you after you do your OLO, you'll have instead of really looking for what type of cases, you'll just happen to see that two edges are permuted and they're opposite. And then once you know that, you'll know it's horse face, and once you see the two pairs of not good headlights, you'll just immediately go to this case. So it's good to know both ways, but for to recognize it sufficiently, you only need one way, but in solves, I just think it's best to learn both. And so moving on to the execution, I will start with this case first. The horse face, no corner edge pair. And for this case, you would hold the 2 so it's on right and back left, and do here. This is pointing upward, so you want to do U first, and do yeah, my bad, sorry. You want to do U, so back left, front, and do U2 with this finger like that, and then it's like a back soon. And then here, what you want to do is U2 prime. So this is the pointing downward case, or here, this one's pointing downward, and you would do so. That's the end of this video. The next video is going to be the last one, and there are only 6 cases left. So thanks for watching.